And we're back. And look who got drafted with me.
Yay! Gotta go AWOL now.
Shoots Benji. Uh,
Uh, so is this the original?
this is the PS2 version of World at War called Final Fronts.
I don't really know no, excuse me. I don't actually. The problem with Call of Duty is that there's been so many by this point that I don't know which one is the first one.
Well, this is the one I played as a kid, or at least the version I beat as a kid.
Ah, the first war game I ever played as a kid was Medal of Honor on the PS1. Though my dad played more of that at the time.
I don't really like Medal of Honor too much, or at least the originals. God damn it. Luck is just never on our side. Ugh.
Wow, people are surprised when they see like gameplay go seamlessly into you know into a cutscene seamlessly into gameplay. Now they were doing that back on the PS2,
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I kind of miss this style of Call of Duty.
like this style of video game.
Yeah.
Yeah, the thing funny enough, I was literally just listening to uh a Timcast video that where he mentioned that exact thing about why they don't make games like they used to anymore. It's pretty much like because of the limitations they had at the time, they just they would just make games the best they could. Now they have so many options. They feel like they have to throw now they have all this new technology. They feel like they have to throw as much in it as possible instead of focusing just on the game itself.
I guess that's why I just never play a lot of modern games. They have too much, and it overstimulates me. I don't like it.
Would you mind if a new Call of Duty game came out and looked like this, but the story was really good? It was just a very long game. You just had like lots and lots of game to play. Like you could keep playing for like hours and hours.
Well, look, the reason I like this game is that it only has 13 missions, and that's it.
Well, that's what I mean. But by like by lots of levels, I mean like bonus content, this and that.
Is that? Oh, it's an ally. Okay. Why are you just standing there? I almost fucking shot you. Like that.
Is this World War I or two?
Two.
Mm.
Yeah, you already missed like 2 episodes where I already did the Japanese section.
Oh, the oh, what is that called? The Atlantic Front, I think it was.
I believe so, yes. We're not.
Or
Oh,
Pacific Front. Something. No, the Pacific Front. That's what it was.
yeah.
My grandfather actually fought in that.
Really?
Yeah, my dad's dad.
Huh.
At least I'm pretty sure it was the Pacific Front. I know I know he was in World War II, but I don't believe he was in Germany. Or I don't think he was in the European front at all.
Fuck. Ugh. God, you should. you. I already posted part one, but you're gonna see how many times I died of fucking grenades. It's it's borderline dumb.
Hmm.
But, but yeah, the reason I don't care for modern games a lot of the time is that they overstimulate me, and when that happens, I tend to not play something that gives me too much pressure. Because, like, oh, there's this side quest here. Wait, there's another one over here. Wait, there's too much to do. You know,
That makes sense. That makes sense.
I beat the main story of Spider-Man on PC. I can't do the DLCs because there's so fucking much to do for each of them.
Oh, for
The original Spider-Man Insomniac game.
I see.
Yeah, like I only did as much as I did just to get the fucking Mangaverse Spider-Man outfit.
Right.
Which essentially, it looks like Spider-Man just Peter just puts on fucking mascot costume. It's
Uh,
amazing. What? I was like, I know I hit you. Wait. Oh, we gotta hold out. That's just what I need.
honestly, if they made like a new, how much money do you think Nintendo would make if they just like released a game that looked like a game that looked just like um oh, my brain is finding the words. A game that looked like Ocarina of Time, but like it had a whole brand new story and everything. Do
They,
you think people would just be immediately buy that?
it's Nintendo fans. They'll buy fucking anything.
Hmm,
Like, people are still buying Switch 2s despite the absurd fucking price.
that's true.
So,
I will say Nintendo's probably the only company that can really get away with like cramming a bunch of new stuff into their games because at least like not every game needs to be open world, but like Nintendo at least still finds a way to make it feel necessary. Like, sorry, I'm eating an ice cream right now. It's a watermelon popsicle thing.
god damn it.
But like if you got like Wind Waker could easily be not Wind Waker. Well, yeah, Wind Waker, but also like Ocarina of Time and a bunch of the earlier ones. They could easily be like open world, but like I mean technically they are open world, but it's like more 3D world. Actually, what would you say the difference between like an open world and like 3D world is?
Open world. An entire... That's an ally. Okay, I thought that was an enemy. Oops. Anyways, open world. The entire map is essentially explorable. 3D world. The open map is explorable to a point.
I guess that makes sense. I guess that'd be the ultimate difference between like, you know, why Ocarina of Time is a 3D world and not an open world, whereas like Breath of the Wild is an open world.
Where? Oh, they're behind us. Okay. Fuck, I forgot. I used to make this noise mimicking this gun.
That's funny.
Motherfucker. Alright.
They're coming from the south now, Sharp. Have at 'em, lad.
You said the south, you motherfucker.
You know, they're in the middle of war, you know. Actually, that's even more of a reason to get it right the first time.
Hi, how are you? No Germans pass this gun border. If you walk into it, you will die. What did I just say? No Germans pass this border. No Germans pass this border.
Man, they really don't listen, do they?
Yeah, no, right? No Germans pass this border.
They're coming from every direction.
What?
They're in the church grounds now. Hold them back.
No Germans pass this. No Germans pass this border. Oh shit!
That's the problem with like a turret, like a mounted turret. It can only maneuver so much. As soon as the enemy figures out where it can't go, that's like the optimal place to stage a counter strike.
Yeah. No Germans pass this border. No Germans pass this border. No Germans pass this border. Oh. No Germans.
All I'm picturing is you standing over by like the turret with a sign that says like, you know, you're like you pointing at the sign, just like no Germans past this border.
While I'm just shooting at the thing regardless. Shit. Are they with us? Excuse me? No Germans pass. Yeah. No Germans pass this motherfucking border. Who the
What? I checked another window for 1 minute and it felt like your entire place got swarmed by them. Oop. Wait, was that one of yours?
No, I got shot.
Oh, I thought you blew yourself up with your own grenade.
That that has happened to me actually. God damn it! No, I'm not leaving until they're all dead.
Do they continuously spawn?
I don't think so. She, bitch.
Well, find cover.
I'm greedy.
There's some tombstones over behind you, I think, that you can hide behind.
I think you're right. They do actually will infinitely respawn. All right, we're out of here. Fine, you German jerks. You win.
Oh, good, you're finally awake.
What the fuck?
Skyrim.
Oh yeah, I know you were making a Skyrim reference.
That'd be weird. Actually, I'd see that done in reverse, just like the Dragonborn is doing something and then just gets knocked out, camera face to black, and then it fades back into like some sort of like World War II military thing. It's like, oh, finally you're awake. Quickly, we need you on the gun. We need you on the turret.
This motherfucker was right there, and he didn't even kill anyone.
Oh, it looks like there was a new. Oh, that's interesting.
What?
It looks like there was another another TV cartoon pilot found.
Anya King's shilling, lad.
Well,
Give us some supporting fire.
Last week was the Jimmy Two Shoes one. This is, I guess, the I guess one of the Thomas Tank Engine pilots or something.
yawn.
Interesting.
It's
I
Thomas the...
don't.
It's Thomas the Tank Engine.
Well, yeah, but like still, I'm wondering why like so many pilots, or so many like lost media, like major lost media things are being found in the last like 3, 4 years.
Maybe it's because animation is slowly dying.
Nah, that can't be it. I think it's no. I think it's because there's more people, more eyes on it now. Like things that are lost media that like people are just like they just people are just there's just more people looking now.
Alright.
Heck, some of them are being found like
Reached the Rhine, the last barrier guarding the art of Germany. Their plan was to mount an amphibious assault.
some of them are being found under mysterious means, like someone will get mailed like a videotape or whatnot that has like that has something on it.
Hmm.
So it's just kind of weird now.
I wonder if I'll be able to beat this whole game, like, just like, in this one day alone.
Jerry's waiting for the Rhine crossing.
Hmm,
He's not looking
you might
this
be
way.
able to.
All their
How
guns
much? How big is the game?
river.
It's only 13 missions, like I said.
How many missions in are you?
Uh, fuck, I
So
stopped
sneaking
counting.
behind him, eh, Sarge? That's a ticket, lad. We take out their gun position so our boys can cross without Jerry shelling the blazes out of them.
How many missions is it? 13. How many missions have you done? Not 13 yet.
Exactly.
The artillery barrage is going to start any time now. Here it comes. The artillery boys keep better time than Big Ben.
Are we still in snow?
Taylor, Sharp, take out that checkpoint.
Oh no, we're not in snow anymore. Never mind, I spoke too... Wait, no, this isn't snow. This is ash.
Oh yeah, this looks like this looks like Can you can you imagine like being in a war like this? That's been freaking nuts.
This is... And somehow veterans aren't even treated properly when they get back home.
What's that?
And somehow veterans are never treated right when they get back home.
Well, so we hit. Is that a modern poster on the wall?
What?
The other one. Oh no, I thought that was like a box cover for like something. I was like, what? Why is that like? So World War. So World War One, right? From 1 and 2, you had veterans treated fairly, respectfully when they got home. You had people, you had your obviously dumb people who they didn't like that, you went, you were sent overseas to fight in a war, you killed people, and blah blah blah. But, you know, people did what they had to do. I believe it wasn't until I can't remember if it was for Korea, right? Korea, I believe, did have civilians in some. Yeah, Korea, I think has civilians in some positions, like medical, like MASH doctors, for example, were civilians, not trained soldiers. They were just like contracted to work.
Yeah.
But and you know that's different because you're technically not a soldier. You have but like you know you've been given like minor you've been given like limited training. Um, you've been like deputized basically. You know you have a job to do. Just you know help serve your country. I think it was Vietnam, where uh, I think it was Vietnam where like people had the means to record what was going on the battlefield, right? Like you had news broadcasters and people like that
Yeah.
who could get in there and like record what was going on. And while there was some criticism of like tactics and whatnot, it what hurt a lot of it was bad actors coming in and reframing it as people who, keep in mind, were just drafted into a bunch of horrible stuff or that they had to experience firsthand, and they'd come home and everyone would basically be everyone would and basically the news was running this narrative that you know they were child killers and stuff like that, and it's like these people went. It's like okay, like we might have been in like Vietnam for like dubious reasons, but like, would you have rather gone? Like, here's the deal. How about the entire news media go, and all these like you know all these like young guys suffering PTSD could stay here. How about that?
Seriously, like, it's shit like that just makes me lose more and more faith in humanity.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, we never really seem to learn from those days. The media is still controlling everyone. So,
Yeah, it's pretty absurd.
stupid, I'd say. How are you not dead? Jesus. If I die to the same dude, I'm going to lose it. Oof. Bad time to get itchy.
Good shooting, man. More Jerry's coming up from the river.
What?
Come on, lads. This is where we earn our breakfast.
This is where we earn our breakfast. Meanwhile, if this shit was set in Lord of the Rings, the hobbits would be like, what about a third breakfast?
Never will. Bloody big Jerry Rocky, son.
Oh, shit.
Kill the crews and put 'em out of action. Over the gap in that wall. On the
I had a
double
funny idea for for the characters of Hazbin Hotel being sent into World War II somehow.
The characters of what now?
Of Hazbin Hotel being sent into World War II.
Oh.
I don't know why. Just the funny imagery of Charlie just being in the trenches of World War II. It's like, how did he get here?
Let me think for a minute. I think technically three, maybe four of the main characters were technically are old enough to have that they could have been there.
I know Alistair was. Okay, I wouldn't say he was. Was he from that time period?
He died in the 1940s, I believe.
When was
So I don't know. So I don't know if the war started yet. No, it would have started because it was like the end of. It was like before. It was like right before 1940, but like, because the war already started, America was not in the war for a few years, and then rejoined after 1940.
Yeah.
Another 88 to the north. They're well dug in. It'll take a while to
Uh,
break 'em.
I think Angel would have
Sure, get up and
died a little bit after that, so he might have.
I need that gun position taken.
I think Charlie is technically like 200 years old, so
No. Just like the characters just end up getting time traveled to World War II.
oh, I see.
And somehow they're able to just join the military despite their appearances. Am I doing
That
this?
seems that seems more like a situation where it's like or like the camera slowly fades in. There's like gunfire going on, just like maybe like a grenade like explosion. All of a sudden the camera pans over. They're all standing like the the main group there is standing like behind like some sandbags, just like you know, uh, Angel, we told you not to mess with that cursed whatchamacallit. And it's like, what? I didn't know it would send us all the way back to World War II. Like some cursed like amulet or some shit.
Yeah. Meanwhile, the only one who's cheesing it up is Alistair, and then he gets hit on the fucking arm, and he's like, okay, this isn't fun anymore.
Well, I mean, it's fun when you have demonic powers, but then you get hit with a bullet, and you're like, okay, no, fun's over.
Yeah, no, fun is over. I just like that visual cue. I like the cover art of the fanfic. You know that soldier meme where he's just staring off, like in
Oh
front.
yeah,
It's Charlie,
the
but
the 1,000-yard stare.
yeah, it's Charlie, and the Hazbin Hotel characters panicking around, trying to fight. Oh, shit.
That's cute.
And then the sequel series just focuses on the hell of a boss characters getting thrown into the second half of World War II where they fight Japan. Shit. Blitz is like, what the fuck? Where are we? Millie, meanwhile, is just cheesing it up, and Moxie's like, damn it, boss, I told you not to touch that time device.
No, it'd be something I told you not to like. Well, I guess technically it doesn't really work now. Well, no, it'd be something like I told you not to just like read random passages of like the grimoire or something. It'd have to be like season 1 characters,
Yeah, because like if it's pregnant Millie, that's like, Jesus Lord, no. As much as I don't care about it. As much as I
That's gonna be like that's gonna be the most like what's the word contentious thing in the entire fandom until season 3 premieres.
Do you remember that time when Millie, who was recently confirmed to be pregnant, was thrown into World War II?
No, just like because I know you don't watch. You're not you have like a passing interest in the Helliverse mainly just for like the lulls of it, pretty much, right?
I also lust after Millie and Moxie.
Well, okay, yeah. I mean, who doesn't?
But yeah, go on.
But like,
What the fuck
oh,
hit me?
that's a really weird. I just realized it's a very weird death animation because like, it's not like the camera falls to the floor. You literally, it's like your camera just rotates 90 degrees.
It's like my neck snapped.
I'm thinking more like it's like as if your head is like a pivot point and your whole body just suddenly swings up in the air at 90 degrees.
Oh. Was that my captain?
It could have been.
Oh, it's because... Oh, that's what fucking killed me.
Oh.
I need to find the fucking rocket launcher. Where is it? Hold off the German counterattack. Defend position. Where the fuck is the rocket launcher? Don't tell me there is no rocket launcher. Okay, there we go. Give me that shit right now. Oh yeah, what were you trying to say?
I don't remember.
It
I
was,
don't remember. It was
it was something about Hazmat Hotel.
Oh yeah, no, it was just Oh, so this is where the zombie concept came from.
Huh?
So this is where the zombie concept came from. You're just defending a point.
Not really.
Well, I mean, like you're defending you're defending a single point, and you have you and maybe some other, maybe some NPC controls characters are around, just looking at like 4 or 5 different areas.
Get out of the way. Get out of the way.
Well, it'd be really bad if you could accidentally fall off that roof.
It would be a hilarious death, but there's a tank over there, but I don't know where to. Oh.
Get to cover! They're in the house!
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, I thought you still had the bazooka with you for a minute. I was gonna say like, that's like that's a little overkill.
Millie when
God,
she...
imagine being like imagine being the German soldier who took a bazooka, who died with a bazooka like round hitting you during there must have been some crazy shit during World War II.
I wouldn't be surprised. Alright, but what was that Hazmat Hotel thing you were trying to fucking say?
I'm not exactly sure. I think it was that her being pregnant is the most contentious thing for a while, because like it's literally gonna be like either the best episode of the series or the worst episode of the series when it returns.
Because wasn't it confirmed that imps originally couldn't have children? Or am
No, sinners can't have children.
Oh, sinners, okay.
Yeah, imps can have like whole gaggles of them.
Oh, I almost fucking said a whole gaggle of nit.
Alright, goodbye YouTube. We will be hosting Miles's apology video very shortly.
Fuck out of here. I ain't apologize for shit. Oh, shit. Alright. Please don't tell me I need to go all the way to... Oh, cool. Hi, how are you?
Did you hit the wall, or did the tank hit you? Well, I guess the tank didn't hit you; he'd be dead. But
Alright, we're good.
can you imagine there was a point when a tank was the most dangerous weapon humanity had ever created?
I mean, they still technically are.
Oh yeah, like depending on the battlefield, the tank can just dominate because it can drive over a lot of different surfaces. It has a massively powerful cannon.
Hi, how are you?
Dude, how'd you miss that?
Shit.
I feel like if I was to design a big budget, military game, I'd want to base it off like I'd want to get actual people firing guns and base off like like of different levels of skill for like the AI to base off of.
That head was
So
turning.
yeah, so it'd just be like you have a handful of people. They have to fire at different targets. They have different skill levels at different fire at targets at different distances.
Here comes the bloody cavalry! Good show, men. Us and the Yanks are across the Rhine and Jerry's on the run. First beers are on me as soon as we get to Berlin.
Wait a minute,
Yay.
didn't you die?
No.
I meant the leader there.
I think
Wasn't he dead on the roof, or was that a different guy?
it was probably a different guy, yeah.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, 36 minutes. Surprisingly.
Well, games like this weren't, they weren't long back in the day,
Thanks to the Brits, our boys made it across the
True.
Rhine and into the German heartland. Everyone had Berlin in their sights. The Blue Ridgers were no different. But we ended up being deployed south into Austria. Last battle of our war would be at a place there called Brannen am Inn. Division HQ had reports of a last-ditch concentration of German troops around the town and sent us in to investigate. We didn't know what the hell to expect. Brannen am Inn was the birthplace of Adolf Hitler. Maybe the Germans had a better reason than that for wanting to hold on to the place.
Ranana, I'm in river. Ranana, nit.
HQ reports no evidence of any of the North Bank. Left beyond that is anyone's guess. That's gonna be our job. We
Hi,
set out
Steve
this town,
Blum.
deal with any remaining enemy positions, and report back to HQ. Our artillery and Air Force boys.
I love when you could just tell it's Steve Blum.
It's really fucking easy. You don't understand.
Uh,
Oh, there goes that fucking tank.
and that's not even like a criticism. Like, oh, it's Steve Blum. It's like, no, I mean, like, it's just funny.
It just works.
It's just like, did I expect to hear him in this game? No. Am I surprised to hear him in this game? No.
Am I glad he's here? Yes. Which is...
Well, that didn't last long.
I know, right? Which is why it feels weird. Okay. Benji, do you know Super Robot Wars?
Super Robot Wars, yeah, that's the one with all the robots that come together.
Yeah, every robot or mecha-like or kaiju-like franchise. Cowboy
Yeah.
Bebop was in a couple of games.
Oh yeah, they have like, is it Spike's ship?
Spike's ship, Jet's ship, and the lady's... What was her name? Mai? Or whatever the fuck?
Faye?
Faye, yes. All three
Yeah.
of their ships. Are
I didn't know
playable.
that.
Yeah. And let me tell you something. It is incredibly weird hearing them in Japanese.
Oh yeah, because these are like this is like the Shonen Jump games. The licensing is just like
Fuck.
the licensing to get them all get them adapted. The licensing to release them in the States is crazy.
Yeah, which is why we can only get them overseas, but there's no English dub.
Right.
damn it!
Well, clearly I think you're doing something wrong.
If I had a fucking sniper rifle, I could take it out without much problem. Whatever. Why are you hitting me, you dick?
He probably walked right in front of his gun. In most cases where someone gets fired for when they walk in front of someone else, it's usually because they walked in front of someone else.
But, hi, how are you? If that grenade could have killed me, and I would have crashed the fuck out.
Yo, I just thought you walk up to a guy. Hi, would you like to sign my petition?
Sign my fucking petition, please.
Oh, that'd be so weird. Like Postal, but it's like literally set during World War II. Who would that be? Like the dude's like grandfather or something?
Probably. I mean, shit, in Postal 4, the dude, we actually meet the dude's father.
I thought he was dead.
No, it's a stepdad.
Oh, the one that's buried in the second game is the stepdad?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, the one from Postal 4 is his real dad. And go figure, he looks like the dude, but as an old man.
That makes sense.
Are you gonna hit me if I'm crouched? Yeah, you're definitely gonna tag me if I'm crouched. Fucking hell. Ugh. What do you want me to do? Here's my
That
plan.
would seem like a very interesting way to just get attention for the next game. Just like Postal World War II or something like that.
Knowing running with scissors is gonna be the most craziest thing in the whole fucking unit. Did that guy just moon jump?
I actually looked away for a second, so I did not know.
Also, I died again. Grenade. Hi, how are ya?
Oh yeah, like I was saying, unless they're just like legitimately really bad shots, I almost just think it's like, I think it's kind of stupid that like a character could just like. I think it's just kind of stupid that you can get near a character and they'll just miss. Like, not saying it's impossible for like somebody can't hit a shot, can't hit a target like, 2 feet away, but I don't know. Kind of like, it takes me out of the situation when it's like something like that. If that makes sense.
Yeah. Okay, so what am I supposed to... Have a grenade, bitch. Yeah, it worked.
Gibson, get up there and use that MG!
Yay! Benji probably didn't notice, but I teabagged the guy. Oh, why are you guys there?
I didn't know you could do that in this in one of the this I didn't know you could do that in this early games.
What, teabag?
Yeah,
Dude, you're just crouching on the
I
enemy.
guess yeah, yeah. Actually, now that you mention it, I think that does make sense.
That's
It's
what.
funny, like it's funny that's become such like a cultural just like thing that you forget that uh it's literally just a gameplay. It's literally just a crouch mechanic.
And to teabag your enemies, fucking crouch. Like, why is this such a hard concept?
I d- that's so funny. I did not my I did not like that's so funny. I never thought of that before. Just like yeah, what developer would make that like a dedicated this isn't like press F. Like they wouldn't make that a dedicated mechanic.
Sorry, that smoke fucked me over. Fucked me up real quick. Bye-bye. Present for you. Hello?
Hello.
Would you like to see our Lord and would you like to talk about our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ?
Bastards have been dug in underground.
Oh. Really? Fucking
Nope.
really?
Oh, I thought for sure you're gonna get. I thought for sure you're gonna die.
I thought so too for a second. Now I am. Oh! He was right there and I didn't fucking see him in time. Open the door.
Hmm.
But yeah, back to what I was trying to say. Cowboy Bebop is one of those rare exceptions where I would rather hear it in English than Japanese.
Well, that's what like the. I think that's what the. I think that's what they said back when the back when it was originally dubbed. They were like, uh, oh, there's like a famous quote I heard where it's uh, like Spike in the Japanese one sounds cool. Uh, Spike in the English dub sounds sexy.
He's cool in the English dub too, what the fuck?
No. But like, there's like an extra like, you know,
That killed some.
there's like an extra layer there that the Japanese one doesn't have compared to the English dub.
You
Or
motherfuckers.
or I meant to say there's an extra like layer to the character in the English dub that's not there in the Japanese version.
Yeah.
Is what I mean. Which it's kind of interesting to know that there's at least one mainline, famous anime that, relatively speaking, has a more where the English dub is, considered the superior one. That doesn't usually happen.
I wouldn't say the English one is better. It's. Okay, fuck it. I don't know. I don't know how to properly say it. I know an English dub, though. Another English dub that I I can watch his Dragon Ball. Like,
Dragon Ball or Dragon Ball Z?
Dragon Ball Z.
Okay.
I can't listen to the Japanese version of Z because of Goku. No offense to the voice actress. Like, her screams and Kamehameha shouts are good. But, like,
Crowd talk ain't my strong point, but it sounds like they're about to launch some kind of rocket. Check out that FG!
you know.
No, I know what you mean. I can't. If they, because they're going with a lot of AI stuff now, or
Don't let him escape.
I will say this, right? If on the whole talk of AI, while I don't like the fact that people are losing their jobs, in a lot of cases, a lot of the English anime like dub people, they're really insufferable. Like they're just a-holes. And it's like if they suddenly said that they were gonna re-release Dragon Ball with like the Japanese voices, right? Just AI translated to English, right? Which they can do now, and it's kind of terrifying. But they're not bad. I'd be like, well, my complaint is I don't like the voice for Goku,
English or Japanese?
Japanese.
Yeah, that's the problem. I don't care very much for the Japanese version. It's such a weird contrast. And
Like here's the thing, like at least for English, they had a female voice actor voicing Goku when he was Goku. I mean, to be fair, this was years later because Dragon Ball didn't get adapted until much later. Or didn't get dubbed until much later compared to Z.
yeah. And you know what? English Dragon Ball is fine. I like Kid Goku's English voice. It works. It fits. And to be fair, even though I do have an OC that is around the same age as that version of Goku, I would rather have Jesse McCartney voice him. Just the idea of Jesse McCartney screaming like a Dragon Ball Z character is hilarious to me.
Yeah. But what was the point I was making? Oh yeah, like so you can have like um um in most cases you'll get like the English in most cases when you have an English voice actor or when you have a boy character, right? They're usually voiced by a woman because in most cases unless in most cases or in very rare cases male voice actors can't reach the proper octave to imitate children.
Yeah.
In the case of characters like in some cases, for example, Ichigo, if we're just going by like the big three, Ichigo, Zhang Young Bosch, he the good thing, the benefit was that Ichigo was already a teenager, so they could get away with him being voiced by a male performer. You get Luffy. I only learned this actually fairly recently, that Luffy was voiced by a woman.
Oh yeah, in both adaptations.
For the longest time, I never actually knew that.
In the Japanese dub, Luffy is voiced by the same actress that does Krillin in Dragon Ball Z.
Hmm.
And
But it's funny. Oh, sorry.
And in 4 Kids, they had a voice actress that sounded very similar to the Japanese version. Then, in Funimation, they just used Kid Goku's voice actress.
I mean, I think it works pretty well, honestly. Um, I'm on Dressrosa right now, and it's just like, wow, like
But
I'm, I'm honestly impressed that by the vocal range of like female performers when it comes to voice
but
acting.
here's the thing. This is where I'm gonna get into it. I don't like the English dub of One Piece for one thing. The attack names. In Japanese, they just sound delicious, you know? But in English, for some reason, it just doesn't sound right. It feels wrong
Mm,
somehow. And it's hard for me to describe. I guess it's
I suppose I can understand that.
I guess it's because they aren't. It's not like Dragon Ball, like Kamehameha. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
With One Piece, like Gum Gum. I'm like, mm. It doesn't sound right in English. At least in
Mm,
Japanese, it does sound right. Like Gomo Gomo no.
I can kind of see where you're going with, or
Yeah.
what you mean. So I'm not I'm not that um uh what's the word, like I'm not um that anal about a lot about stuff like that too much.
And then there's
As long as they sound good, I can usually allow voice actors like slide.
Naruto. I'm sorry, the English dub is just not great.
I actually like Naruto's English voice.
It suffers once again from the whole special attack problem.
Mm,
Especially in the case uh, of Naruto saying Rasengan, it doesn't sound as fluid as it should.
well, to be fair, it sounds more like that's just a that sounds more like it could probably just be
A pronunciation kind of thing.
like more of a translation issue.
In that case, I don't know why they don't just let the English voice actress listen to how Naruto says Rasengan in Japanese. Rasengan! Or something like that.
Mm,
It just it just doesn't sound right in English.
well, they do their best. Honestly, I'm more surprised that the at least for Naruto, I'm more surprised that the English voices stuck around for as long as they did.
Eh, true. Well, let's see
Because
here.
like I don't think I'm almost positive when a lot of them took signed their contracts. I don't think they assumed Naruto would be going on for as long as it really had been.
Alright, it's already 59 minutes, so let's start up the next episode. So we'll
Oh,
be. Huh?
did we talk through the ending of the episode, or did we
Yeah.
not? Oh,
Yeah, don't worry. We'll be right back. See you all in the next part.